Highway 20, I did get a call from DOT yesterday that they thought they were going to close 230th Street either the end of this week or the first of next week to start building those berms for the bridge that's going to go over Route 20. That would,
230th is going over?
Yes. Of course, they'll end up, closing it now. It'll be closed till sometime next summer or a year from now. They'll close it to build the berms, and then that bridge is in the October letting at the DOT with a late start date, I think of December 6th or something like that. So, depending on what contractor gets it and what his schedule is, they could get started on it, right away this fall after they get the bridge built, or it'll be next spring before they start. So at this point, without knowing who the contractor is, don't have any idea.
Is there going to be access to 230th?
No, it'll be completely closed.
Over?
Pardon?
I mean, after it goes over, is there going to be access to get onto 230th from 20?
No.
It's an overpass.
Yeah, but there won't be any side road that'll go out.
To get on, if you're on 230th and want to get onto 20, you'll have to go east or west. You either go over to Rolfe and drop down and get on there, or you'll have to go, from like where Ashball lives there, they'll have to go a mile west and north. Because Quincy, that's the gravel road that's right west of Ashball's. DOT did not put a connection, no intersection there to New 20, so that will be cut off, and at some point, I assume we'll probably hold a road vacation on.
From the east, the M54 will be right there, and then the other access would be the next mile gravel, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be, and the M54 will be at grade, so people coming from the east will be able to get on the hard road.
But it's going to be some inconvenience, people up there for that to be closed for probably close to a year. But.
And they'll just close that section, right? I mean, they're not going to. They have to allow people in from both directions.
Right. They'll have to maintain access for the local residents to get in. I'd have to look at that plan. I don't remember how far.
Because just on the short west of M54, there are 2 residences right there, and then that would be the Ashwells on the backside.
Not just on the east.
Yeah.
Just lives, I think, right there, and that will be open. I assume they'll close it right west of his driveway, where they'll fence it off, and then coming from the other way,
Have to be, well, yeah, there's a distance in between there and the Ashwells drives.
But Ashwells, I think that where that little smaller house is at, I know Carolyn was talking to the DOT guy about trying to make that access into that place. They're going to have to. I think that's in an area where the road is being built up, and as part of the grading, I think they were actually going to build a driveway from that place west for a ways, and then bring it out onto the 230. So
Yeah, I can imagine that.
they're going to have to do some staging there to make sure they can keep access to that building or that house if somebody's living there. I guess I'm not sure if there's anybody living there.
There are two homes there, aren't there?
Yeah, there's the one house that's further back from the road.
Right.
And this other one is closer to the bridge. And
Right.
I don't know, is that an old schoolhouse? It looks like
Square.
looks like size, but I don't know if anybody's living there or not. I think that's, I'm trying to remember what else he told me. They're working So they're gonna get started on the berms out here on N14. I did get a call from Tony Lazarovich. He will be sending, he said, the proposal for the transfer of jurisdiction on N14. He said he's gonna get that mailed out in the next few days to me, so I'll have that there.
So they're gonna take it relatively soon?
It'll probably be like the other transfer jurisdiction, and it'll be tied into the construction date. I mean, they would, you know, like on the 20, of course, they transfer, it's effective once the construction is done. This one here, the transfer will actually be at the time construction begins, because it'll be their road as soon as they tear it up to rebuild it. And I've got some real preliminary stuff on what they're gonna do there. It looked like most of the way down through there, they're gonna slide the road a little bit to the east, but,
Yeah, because the Kraft.
to get around the Kraft property, and then, for some reason, I think they're gonna stay out that way until they get further south, and then finally bring it back into the intersection right out here, like Greenleaf. Once they get to Greenleaf, I think they're back on present alignment. But then I think that project, when they do it, will include, they're gonna do somewhere south of 20 too. I don't know if they're gonna replace the bridge at that time, as part of that project, or if that'll be something else, but.
Thanks, Ron. Lisa? We're ready for you.